Thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to the first ever episode of Inspired Chaos. My first guest today is my lovely cousin and a fellow entrepreneur, Nyree Patterson, y'all. She's a newlywed. Hey, girl, hey.
Hey.
All right, so on today's podcast, we're going to be talking about entrepreneurship, starting businesses, the chaotic month we just had, month and a half, I guess you can say, that we just had, kind of getting our businesses off the ground. Well, not really off the ground because we kind of both already started our businesses, but we kind of started a new journey of elevating our business. We got a new office space. We had a little gathering. I'm not going to say a grand opening, but like a party celebrating our success and our forthcoming success, I should say. But we had a party recently, so we're going to just talk to you guys about that transition, that process of getting started, all the mess we've been through, all the money we've spent, and yeah, and then where we are now in our process and how much more we have to go, because we are both still not technically finished. We got a long ways to go. Where we never really finished.
Long ways to go. Like
I feel like I got a long way to go.
I feel like we're at the finish line. I feel like we're almost there, like Tiana. Don't make me sing.
Don't sing.
We're almost there.
So not necessarily the finish line, because in business you never really it's never really ending.
Right.
But the finish line, as far as the startup process, we're almost there.
Yeah.
Now you want to make me want to sing it, but I'm not going to do it because it's in my head though.
Yeah, let's do it.
Almost there. Almost there. All right. All right, so we're going to start off, just, tell us about your business a little bit. What is it? What do you do?
Okay, so I am a phlebotomy instructor. I've been doing phlebotomy for 17 years now. So I feel like, don't play me. So I feel like I want to grow. I want to teach. So we're in the process of opening I'm in the process of opening my school right now. And I am at the finish line at this point before my grand opening of my school.
All right, and just so we were clear a little bit, so she's in the process of opening the actual physical location for the school, but you have been already out there doing one-on-one courses for people. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so I go to my students' houses and I teach them the phlebotomy. I teach them hands-on. Everything is hands-on. I teach them the computer part of it because they want you to know the book version of the phlebotomy. You know what I'm saying? They want you to know the state version. But I am teaching them real life hands-on experience with the phlebotomy. Because there's so many things that can go wrong when you're out there in the field that a lot of people don't know and they're not teaching them in schools. So that's where I come in. Like, I want my school to be it's going to be very detailed, you guys. You understand? It's going to be very detailed. Everything that I know, I'm going to try to give it to you guys. So when you go out into that work field, that you guys are awesome. That's the whole goal, is sticking your patient one time. And it's a lot of sticking going on out there, and it's not right. It's not right.
Just a tip.
Just a tip.
And the good thing about her course, I did go with her to, I think her last day for your student when she was doing her last few sticks. And the good thing about her course, if you look at a lot of phlebotomy courses out there, they're usually working on the little dummies, the hands and stuff like that. And she has you work with actual people, because the dummies, it reminds me of that game. What was it, Operation?
Yeah.
The board game Operation, where you hit the little buzzer. But in real life, there's gonna be blood. There's gonna be people on that little arm thing. You never really know when you have it right. I mean, I guess it has a simulation, but
I mean, you know exactly where the veins are on the arm, because of course they want you to have a successful stick.
Yeah.
So on the arms, you know where the veins are. So on an actual human person, and then on the arms too, the skin of the dummy's arm is really thick. So you're jamming that needle in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And on a real person, it's not like that. Yeah. So that's where it comes in. That's where it comes in, where people are really heavy-handed.
Yeah.
With regular people, and there is just multiple sticks, and we want one stick. That's the goal.
Just one.
Just one.
Just one. And I know, I told her before, when I first, whenever I go to the doctor, I feel like those people can never find my veins. They're always just stick. So it's good when you get that hands-on training where you kind of can see what can go wrong in real
Absolutely.
time. And you can see those people like me who, you know, sometimes my veins decide to be like, bam, bam, what's up? And the other times they're like, where you at? I can't find you. So depending on who you get, some of them things is juicy, some of them are non-existent.
Yeah.
But you can still find them when you get that proper teaching.
Absolutely. And I'm also doing refresher courses. I probably will do it on maybe a Saturday. I'm going to start refresher courses maybe every 2 Saturdays in the month. I will do refresher courses. So come on out, you guys. Let's do it. Let's practice. Practice makes perfect. I want to get you guys out there. Our elderly patients need you guys to do a wonderful job on them and not sticking them multiple times. Like, I cannot say that enough, because that is the goal, to not stick the patients multiple times.
Yeah. I'm not even sure if we said this in the beginning, but the name of your business, what is it? It's
Convenient Lab and Phlebotomy School. The convenient lab part comes from me going out to your homes, to your workplaces, wherever you are, to draw your blood, to make it convenient for you, so you're not out waiting in crowds, or you're busy and you don't have time to get out. And before you run out, I can come to you, draw your blood in 5 minutes, and then you can go on about your day.
Hey, let me give you something to brighten your day. Hey, I'm Truly Pope, but that's Inspired by J, and I came in here today to get some beard oil, and I'm going to be on my way. You feel me?
Yeah, like as she mentioned, so the convenient part comes in, like if you have labs that you need to get done and you don't want to drive the lab cord or go to the doctor or whatever to get labs done, she can come to your house and knock that out for you. You can do it while your kids is over there doing their homework. They hanging out. You don't have to worry about having to find a babysitter or bringing them out in the public when they acting up. So, you know,
but you know what? You have a lot of patients out there that, you know, we want you comfortable, okay? And then you have patients that come and they need to lay down, or, you know, they pass out and stuff like that. So why not in the comfort of your own home? You know what I'm saying? Everything is there. You can be comfortable. I come and I draw your blood, and that will take some of the fear away, because you're in your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? You're not out in a public place and you have people looking at you when you're passed out somewhere. I'm serious. Like, so in the comfort of your own home.
Yeah. All right, so we mentioned earlier when we first started that we were going to talk to you guys about just like not drama. I'm not going to say drama,
no, it wasn't
but
drama.
In my brain, it was drama. It was drama within my own mind of our businesses. And while we're speaking on our businesses, so we talked about Convenient Lab and Phlebotomy School, which is my cousin's business. And my business is InspiredbyJ, LLC. And I do all types of home, body, hair, and bath products. Also, I do custom products as well, whether it's party favors or apparel, you name it, I'm probably going to do it. So, you know, so you can get on, check out everything on the website. I have a few pieces here that I'm going to show you guys of some of the things that I do. So right here we have our Inspired bar. This is called Inspired Chaos, like the show. So this bar here, pretty much every soap bar that I've made, or almost every soap bar that I've made, has been cut into pieces and is kind of infused into this one bar. So this is our signature bar here. And I love it. I use it every day, y'all. And then here we have some of our body oils. So this body oil is a mixture of different carrier oils like jojoba oil, aloe vera oil, hemp seed oil, those type of things, because, you know, we want to make sure your skin is glowing and feeling nice and smooth. I also have some exfoliating sugar scrub. This is that twisted mint flavor. She does love this. So this is a sugar scrub that you can use for your whole entire body, and it's also a soap, so you can, you know, bathe with it as well. And then one of our signature candles here. Smells so good. This is our good morning breakfast candle here. So we have like donuts and coffee. So yeah.
It smells like coffee, y'all. Okay.
Yeah, so we have I have a whole bunch more things. I have lip glosses. I have other candles. I can do sublimation on whether it's trays, passport covers, whatever you think of, I probably am doing it, because I'm just inspired to do everything. Like everything. Right. Literally, that's what the chaos come in. Like, it's chaotic in there, but it's all like for a purpose. Absolutely. So that is the business. So let's talk a little bit about our process of the journey of getting our space. You guys can probably do a quick check. You know what? I'm going to post the video into this somewhere, but for those of you that are only listening through the audio version, go check out our Instagram, InspiredbyJ, or Be Inspired by J, and then Convenient Love LLC. You'll be able to see the video that I'm talking about. But cousin, we did a quick little TikTok video where she was walking through the office, so you guys will get a chance to see that. It's probably going to be playing here now while I'm talking. You guys get a chance to see what our office is looking like at the moment. But the journey of getting here, we started talking about this in what? July? August.
Before you moved here.
Yeah, so I like to move, y'all. I like to move around. I like to just see what's out there in the world. And my cousin's been in Georgia now for like what, 5-6 years?
5 years.
5 years. And she keeps trying to get me to come here, and I'm just like, girl, no, I ain't trying to come here.
We're better together.
So I was in Miami for a bit, and then I did a year and a half in Texas, and then I'm just like, you know what? Why not? Let's go give it a shot. So I moved here in September. Before I moved here, we were talking about what we wanted to do about getting an office space. We decided to get a space together. I definitely needed a lot more space than she did at the moment. Mm-hmm. And we got so lucky and so blessed to find the spot that we did, because I was looking a lot when we were looking a lot when I was still in Texas, and it was frustrating, one, because I wasn't here, and then two, it was more so like, why are you looking right now? When it comes to real estate, when you're looking at something today, you're not ready to get it today, it might be going tomorrow.
Yeah, it won't be there.
So there was a lot of places that I was finding that was like 5,000 square foot warehouses. I don't need that much space. But then there was also like 300 square foot office spaces. That's not enough space. So it was just trying to find something was just hectic. So then I ended up coming to Georgia early to mid-September, and good old Craigslist, y'all.
She got good right old on
Craigslist, because usually, LoopNet and those type of sites are really good when it comes to looking for commercial spaces and, retail spaces. But like I said, they were either too big or too small or way out of my budget, because no ma'am, no sub. We could be getting started. So I kind of had started my business like last year sometime. I did it for a couple of months, and then I kind of put it on a shelf. And I was like, I want to kind of just go head on, full force, and come out there. And kind of just like, the goal was to come out here. I was going to like hang out with my cousin for a bit, stay with her, and save money and buy a house. And then I was just like, I can just keep staying with you for a bit, and I'm going to take all this money and put it into the business. She get on my nerves though, y'all. She get on my nerves.
Likewise.
But I was like, okay, sometimes you got to sacrifice, your peace, your happiness, whatever, for the greater good.
You're not happy with me?
I'm so happy.
You're not peaceful with me?
I don't know about peaceful, but I'm so happy. So happy.
Correct.
No, but so like, just like I've always wanted a big house. I've always wanted a fixer upper that I can just like break down and tear up and beat apart. And that was the goal before I got here. And then, goals change. It's still a goal eventually, but I do want to have a successful business. And I realized, like she said, we're better together. So why not put our resources together and, find the space we want. So LoopNet, like I said before, was just not giving me what I needed. And I ended up finding on Craigslist a few different places. One guy happened to be out of town, which now I'm thankful he was out of town, because I probably would have went for that space. It was like a shared warehouse space, but then the offices would just be mine or ours. But that was like 30 minutes away from the house, maybe. I think that was in Tucker. But I wanted to go see it like right away, and he was just like, oh, I can't because I'm not here, but the other guy's there, maybe you can go see it. But he was taking too long to respond, and I'm a little like impatient sometimes.
All the time.
So I got back on Craigslist, and I ended up seeing this spot that's in Snellville, and I actually misread it because I thought it was just 3 offices, which thank God it wasn't, because I did not have enough room.
You really didn't.
That was not going to be enough room. Well, no, I would have just, I'd have to figure it out.
There's no way.
I would have to figure it out.
All this stuff, like, there's no way.
And it's just been in the basement still. It would have been sad. I'd have to figure it out. I didn't leave the office.
I would have been in the kitchen.
So, I found this space. I don't mind talking about prices. You good with that? Okay, so I found the place. So a lot of places in retail places, they're $1,500-$1,600 for like 900 square feet after you include like the VAT taxes and all these other things. So this place we found was $1,500. I saw that it was 3 offices. It had a bathroom and a kitchenette, and it's $1,500. But what drew me into the $1,500 was that it was all inclusive.
Right.
So I was like, oh, but I'm mad slow though, because it did say it was like almost 1,200 square feet. So in my mind, maybe I just thought the offices were bigger than what I was in. Because I'm like, three rooms for 12, whatever. We'll see how it looks. So the pictures were a little like confusing, because But now I realize there's 2 other girls that are downstairs that have separate businesses, and some of the pictures that I saw were from one of their offices because they had like built-in bookshelves and stuff, and I was like, ooh, yay. We didn't get that. But we came up here, we came to see the place. The guy, I think that same night actually that I saw it, I was like, we came in, I think I saw it at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We came and saw it at like 7 p.m. But we came over, shout out to Peter. We looked at the place. We both got a surprise of a lifetime. We walked up the steps. We were on one side of the hallway. We saw the 3 offices. And then I'm like, oh, where's the bathroom? He's like, around the corner with the other offices. And we're like, the other what? There's more.
6 rooms.
6 offices, y'all. 6 rooms. And it's just such a blessing. I'm so thankful.
So grateful.
Yeah, so we're able to have, space. I definitely have more space than cousin right now.
I have a classroom, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with my classroom.
Listen, by the time everything gets started, we're gonna get more.
Absolutely.
We're gonna have to figure out something because we're going to grow so much that this is not gonna work.
It's not forever. This is our stepping stone, and I'm so grateful for this stepping stone and for this opportunity, y'all, because like my cousin said, like I was going to my students' houses and drawing their bloods and teaching them and stuff like that. And then here she comes, okay? God is like, I need you to think bigger. Mm-hmm. So we were blessed with this place. She came and she found this place, and it's a starter for me to have my classroom for my students, and then it's a starter for her because she gets to do her podcast. She gets
everything.
To make
I have mad stuff. My brain is a lot.
She's about to start cooking, y'all. She's doing everything, but you can't be mad,
it's crazy. I don't remember the full quote, but I remember always thinking, people always be like the jack of all trades, but the master of none. Mm-hmm. And people used to always tell me, oh, you're jack of all trades, master of none, whatever. And I used to always think of that when people say it as a negative thing. But a couple of years ago, if I find it, I'm going to put it here on the screen what the rest of the quote was, because I really want to find it. But the quote, it actually says, jack of all trades, master of none. So it makes it feel like it's a negative thing for you to oh, you're always doing so many things, but you're not great at any of them. But the rest of the quote, I don't remember exactly what it says, but it basically comes along the line of saying, you're still good at everything you do. Mm-hmm. You might not be number 1 at everything, but you're still good at everything. Mm-hmm. So I'm doing a bunch, but I'm not bad at any of them.
Right. And
the thing about it is, I used to feel bad when people say that, but then I learned now, I'm like, I have a lot of interest, and that's okay.
It's okay.
And it's going to be okay because I'm the one who's doing what I'm doing. So I'm always moving. I'm trying to do, listen, I'm about to try to get a whole new career right now while I have a career and another career on top of a career.
But you don't know until you try.
And that's how I feel about moving.
Yeah, you don't, absolutely. You don't know until you try. There's people that's just stuck. Yeah. And there's people they don't like their jobs. They're stuck in a place where they don't want to be. And it's like, why? We have this one life, live it, do whatever it is that you want to do.
That whole jack of all trades thing used to really bother me a lot. But then I came to the conclusion that okay, yeah, I do 10, 15 different things. I'm still good at those 10, 15 different things. You're doing one thing and you're struggling. So why make me feel bad that I have so many interests and I'm doing so many things? Because I've never really failed at anything. I just kind of get over it and I'm bored with it and I'm like, I'm done. So everything that I've done, I feel like it's been good enough. I've been okay with it. I like it. But then I get to the point where I'm just like, I don't feel like doing this anymore. So it's never really been something that's failed. It's been more so me mentally just all right, what's next?
Yeah,
I kind of get bored.
I did this. I wanted to see if I can do it, and I did. So now let me try something else.
Yeah, and now the purpose of me wanting to get this space, because originally, at one point I kind of was just like, cousin, you got a full-on basement. I can renovate it. We can use that as a business space or whatever. But I think it was God's will for us to come and be in this space. One, because we got rent to pay, whereas though that's not the case at the house. And I feel like over there, it would have been a lot easier for me to just be like, I don't feel like it today.
And it's a lot of distractions at the house as well. So
they be gone. I work from home. But but that too. A lot of distractions. She probably would have been stealing all my products. I'd have went downstairs I thought I had 15 of these. There's only 12. What happened?
Yeah, I was definitely stealing them.
Didn't even deny it. Didn't even deny it.
Listen, be truthful.
Yeah, but it definitely I felt like, as much as I wanted to save money and put all that money into the business, I'm still doing that a lot less than I wanted to because of, the expenses of being in this place. But
as it grow and get to where you want it to be and the money start flowing in, you're going to appreciate it. Like, look from where I came from. You know what I'm saying? Look where I came from.
Yeah, but it's definitely motivating to know that, okay, I have this space that I have to come to. I have this space that I have to pay for. So if I don't sell products, I can't pay for this. I mean, I have a regular, 9-to-5 job. No, it's not a 9-to-5, but I have a regular job as well that I work that right now is helping to pay for this business. But I want to get to the point where my business is paying for itself and that I don't have to do that anymore. Like, that's something I can continue to do just because I want to, if I want to. But at some point I want to be able to be like, bye. Let me wake up at 2:00 in the afternoon if I feel like it, because I don't need to make products. I can make products from 3 to midnight if I feel like it, or, go fulfill orders at that time. I ain't trying to do all of that, but, I have that opportunity. So we definitely have been blessed in this opportunity. But yeah, like I said, the last month and a half has just been a little hectic in a sense because I was kind of starting over. I had some products that I had brought with me when I came here, but once we decided to get this space, once we decided to have like a grand relaunching or reopening of both of our, or like an introduction to both of our businesses, it was like, okay, I have to hit the ground running. So now I have to have something to show. I have to have, products. So I added a whole lot of products to the shop. I took a few things off or reinvented some things. So then it was just like, a lot of people start off with like maybe 3-4 products and start there and then build up. I was just like, no, I want like 17.
And she did. 17, 12 o'clock at night. We are here printing labels.
Too long.
We're here mixing. We're just here doing cleaning. We were just here doing a lot of stuff. Of course, she spent more time in the office than me because I really have a 9-to-5. And she
I don't like the way she was saying that.
Like that, but she works from home, so she's more flexible. Like she's mobile. She can move. I'm in one location because I'm still working. Yeah.
So I wake up I start work at 6 a.m. but from my bed. So usually like at 12.
And I'm up walking around making my tea and putting one shoe on.
Yeah. So usually around like 11, 12 o'clock when I have my lunch break, I'll pack up my computer and I'll come over to the office and then I'll work the last 2 or 3 hours from the office while I'm also mixing stuff. And I be multitasking. Y'all don't tell the people my name business. Mind your business, folks. But yeah.
You telling on yourself.
It's okay. They already know. They know. And you know what? Shout out to my job. I ain't gonna tell you who they are, but shout out to them because I had a conversation with my managers and I was telling them, like, when I say I'm trying to go in with my business and I'm trying to put all my best foot forward, I told them, I'm like, listen, I ain't trying to leave y'all. Because in the back of my mind, I'm like, girl, you can't leave yet. You ain't got no money. But I'm not trying to leave y'all, but I also want to invest in myself. I want to take care of myself. So right now I work 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern time. And I was like, I have to figure something out because I'm always so tired at night. Or when I get here, I'll be here so late that I want to start my day earlier. Like physically, I feel like I'm not where I want to be either because I don't really have the time in the day to work out the way I want. I mean, it's physical, but it's also mental. Like I can work out at 10 p.m. if I want to or whatever the case may be, but I'm just not. So I had a conversation with my bosses and I'm just like, hey, what can we do? So that way I'm not quitting on y'all, but I'm also able to put all my energy or put my energy, the energy that I need to put into my business. So we came up with the end result basically was me just switching to an overnight position, which is not that bad because one, not many people call us at night anyway. You know what I mean? And I work in the IT field. So, I mean, we do work with a lot of people from Europe and India who, they're 8, 9, 7 hours ahead of us. So, but our office hours are usually, a certain time. So I might get 2 or 3 calls in the middle of the night. Sometimes I'm not falling asleep till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning anyway, knowing I have to get up at 6. So working 10 to 6 now gives me the opportunity I still get to lay in my bed during my bedtime hours. 6 o'clock, I can roll over and fall asleep for 2, 3 hours. I'm up at 10 and now I have the whole day to handle my business and to do what I want to do. So I'm like, okay, that gives me the opportunity to still do my responsibilities with them. But at the same time, I get to work on my business when the light is out. I don't have to leave here at nighttime.
Right.
And, not take the trash out because it's dark outside and I'm not going to the back of the building.
Right.
Yeah. So it's my job loves me. I care about them, but I'm also like, I need to do what's best for me. So it was one of those things where luckily it worked out in my favor when I had that conversation with them. I'm like, listen, what can we do? Can I move to overnight? And they were like, sure, we can accommodate you. And I'm just like, y'all really don't want me to leave, y'all.
But for me, I actually have to leave my job because I don't have that flexibility with my job. And like she said, I want to go head on. Y'all, I'm retiring at 50. And that's just what it is.
She got like 5 years.
I'm putting that. What do you mean?
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm putting that in the atmosphere. Like, I am retiring at 50. I do not want to be working at somebody's job at 50. Mm-hmm. I am not doing that. So for this decade, I am going hard. I'm going hard. Mm-hmm. I'm going hard for me, not no other job, not for somebody that's on a yacht and taking care of their family.
Hello.
And they don't have to live check to check. I'm going hard for me.
Yeah.
So this is my gift to me. I already, my kids are older, you know.
They got jobs.
So
pay your own bill, bro.
You know, it's time for you to take care of you. So that's where I'm at in my life. I'm doing it for me.
Yeah.
You know, so
we like this, y'all. We're just so. Sometimes, you know, I walk in the office and I'm just like,
this is mine.
We did that. We did that. Look at us, cuz. Look at us. So I'm thankful for it. Other days I walk in here and I'm just like, I don't want to be in this damn place. But
it's yours.
But it's mine. I wish they had a shower, y'all. I promise you I'll move it in.
She probably would.
If they had a shower,
she's gonna build one because she just be like doing stuff. Okay.
Listen, you gotta just. I have like my brain is just full of ideas, and I feel like, why not me?
Yeah.
Somebody's always doing something. Why not me? And we were joking about the cooking thing earlier, but
she's doing it.
Listen.
Like, she's doing it. Don't be surprised when we're back on here like, oh my God, I'm eating this baked macaroni and cheese. It's so good.
The crazy thing is, like, the folks that know me, like friends and stuff, I've had so many different businesses without, like, this is my first actual, like, business. You know, I'm licensed, all that stuff. My first actual business. But even living in Miami, like, I used to sell platters. Like, I would be like, I want some money. Like, I was working, I had money, my bills was paid, I had my own place or whatever. Like, I had my condo, Miami, and they condos, it was an apartment. But, you know, I had bought a place, but I'm just like, I feel like I should be doing something else. Mm-hmm. I always felt like my hours were just being wasted with me just chilling. So I'm like, let me do something. So I literally started selling platters. I don't even eat shrimp. I would put on my gloves. I'm allergic to it, but I would put on gloves because people would buy it. So at my old job, I worked in IT, but I worked at a university. I would sell platters. I would sell chicken Alfredo, not chicken Alfredo, but like what's it called? Shrimp pasta, like rasta pasta almost. I would sell chicken wings, baked mac and cheese, greens. I would sell everything, and I would sell my platters for $10, $12, and I would do it every Friday. And every week, maybe I make $100, maybe $150, whatever it was. But like, I just love to cook anyway, so why not make a profit from it? Because I would always just be feeding people. So I'm like, now y'all gotta pay me for these meals. But I was doing that. I started making little candles before I even had my business. I sold a couple of them, but then it's like I just kept stopping because I was like, okay, I didn't really put my foot forward. I was just like, this is fun. And then when it wasn't fun anymore, I'm just like, nah. So now it's like, okay, it's fun, but it's also business. Right. I got to make sure that, because, you know, I'm paying for this LLC. I'm paying for, you know, this business insurance. I'm paying for this building, paying for internet. Like, I just have to pay the internet bill today. I didn't want to. I was like, how long before they cut me off? Comcast, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. But yeah. So like, you know, we got things down together. Because I definitely look back sometimes and I'm just like, bro, it's been a month and a half. Well, no, almost 2 months now, because I got to Georgia September 10th. But we moved into this building. Our lease technically started October 1st, but we moved in like a week early. Shout out to Peter again. But we moved in like a week early.
She's a bully and she bullied him.
I didn't bully him. I'm just like, sir, give me my keys. Like, what? Why I gotta wait a week? I need to go clean. That's why I said I need to go clean up and make sure it's good before I move in. And he was just like, okay. I was like, can I paint? He was like, yeah, I'm gonna paint. I just want you to know, I'm gonna paint. So, you know. But yeah, we're grateful. We're thankful. Our reintroduction party or introduction party that I called, I think I called it grand opening, but it really is not a grand opening because this is not a storefront. But our introduction party went off well. My cousin's people showed up and showed out.
They really did. Shout out to my lab core friends. Like, they really came. They showed out.
Yeah. I
was just like, oh, y'all really came.
They helped me move dressers. First of all, and they came on time. Y'all know our people. Our people sometimes don't be on time. We want them to be on time, but we wasn't on time.
We're not on time. We are not an on-time family, okay? So
I be mostly trying to be on time, but it don't be on time.
If we ever invite you to an event that we're having, don't come on time.
A professional event, we're going to do better. But like a family event.
We're not.
We are. Cousin, we're going to do better. All right, y'all. So, stop laughing at me. This is our first episode. And like I said, I had to have Cuzzo on first because we are in this together.
Yes, we are.
We're separate but together.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't wait to be separate. No, I'm just kidding. We're separate but together. So our businesses are in the same office. But I'm just ready to see both of us just like excel beyond measures. I want us to just do and be the best. And we have like our family, our generation of our family members between cousins and siblings, we are doing it. We like so many different businesses. I'm going to try to, whether it's through Zoom or in person, get some of them to come sit down on the gray couch.
Yes.
And just chat with us about their business. Want to give a shout out to anybody in there?
Our family?
Yeah.
Yes. We're going to do what? Shinny, she has her food truck.
She's just saying people nicknames. Yeah, so our cousin Marcel, she has a food truck with her boyfriend. They have a food truck. They got these bomb oxtail nachos and tacos.
Y'all, them nachos were so good. Do you understand? The oxtail nachos, y'all definitely have to visit her.
Yeah, her so she's in Atlanta. Well, she's in Marietta, but they're in the Atlanta area. And their business, I believe, is called Wild Turkey ATL. And I'm going to leave all the ones that have Instagrams or business websites, I'm going to leave them linked down below, as well as our things as well. Mm-hmm. But Wild Turkey ATL is their business there. So they have their food truck. So shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out.
Who else Kirk. We got here? My brother, he is in North Carolina. He has a cleaning business. So he, not like housekeeping cleaning, but he does like carpet cleaning, towel cleaning, that type of cleaning stuff. So he has his own business called Kirk and Sons. So yeah, and he's in Clayton, I believe, North Carolina, but Raleigh, Clayton, all that Durham area, he's out there. So shout out to him, Kirk and Sons cleaning services, I think, or professional cleaning or something cleaning. I got y'all down below. It's gonna be there. Who else we got going on?
You have Della. Yep, I'm doing nicknames. Della.
My sister, she is in the process now with some of her friends. They are starting their business. They're doing an event planning business. I believe it's event planning or party planning, but I'm just going to say event planning.
It is.
Do not know the name quite yet. I don't know if they came up with the name yet.
She's actually just getting started, you guys. So, we'll have another.
We're motivating to her.
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely were.
Like I'm doing
went out and did her thing. And I'm so excited and happy for her, though.
Yeah. Listen, she got on it. She started having meetings. They've been having meetings in person on Zoom.
School for us, y'all, because the information that she's getting, she's coming back and she's sharing it with us. Like,
trying. Yeah, marketing. And that's another thing too, mentioning school, like that made me feel better because I got mad degrees, y'all, for no reason. Well, not for no reason, they were for reasons. But the last degree that I got was my MBA, actually. I got my business management master's degree, and it's actually in entrepreneurship. So this actually has made me feel so like full circle. It made me feel fulfilled and that I'm actually like using my degrees, because my other degrees were in communications and sport marketing and stuff, and I worked in that field for like over 15 years, and then one day I kind of just was like, I'm done, and I moved over to IT in 2019. But getting that MBA in entrepreneurship and then actually starting a business, it just made me feel so like it's a full circle moment. Who else we got with these businesses?
Let's see.
Does Cuzzo still have her business?
My sister?
Yeah.
My sister Marcia, she has her daycare in New Jersey. And then she also has a cleaning business.
She started us off, y'all. She was the first one.
She was the first. She was number one.
And she had that for a couple of years, too.
Yeah. And then she's about to do some other... she's in the works with something else. So
coming soon.
Yeah, coming soon. We'll keep you guys
podcast
posted.
might end up in Jersey. No? She's not going to get on?
Oh, she'll get on when she comes here.
What you mean?
She's coming. My sister's coming.
Okay.
Okay.
In 2 years.
That's okay. She's coming.
All right, y'all. So, yeah, we just wanted to just talk to you guys about, like, getting started with business, just like the ups, the downs, the stressors, the joys. No matter how much money you put into it, you just got to remember that, like, when you're starting a business, it starts off with a lot of money. If anybody ever tells you that starting a business does not cost money, they are lying to you. Unless your business is just like your face. But either way, you need gas to put in your car to get to wherever you got to go.
You need products. To make whatever you're making.
Yeah, to your outfits, whatever. Yeah, it costs some money. And, at the end of the day, I feel like it's going to be worth it. Even now, I feel like it's worth it now.
Yourself. Yeah, you have to invest in yourself.
You know, getting $100 day is like, woohoo! I did something. You know.
But you know what? We definitely have to shout out the people that supported us. Mm-hmm. And, you know, we have our family showed up and showed out for us. You know, they weren't actually here. But when it came to buying stuff and stuff that we needed for the office or even our products or, you know, what I need for my business, they showed out and they supported us like 100%. And I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, they did. I called my one brother. I'm like, bro, I need some cleaning supplies. I just got my building.
And they sent it.
Cash App came through.
Yeah.
Another brother, hey, I need you to donate to my business. Money came through. My sister, she's always just been a big supporter. She's like a silent investor. She just got to keep giving me money. I'm like, girl, I'm broke still. Give me some money. She over me now. She's starting her business now, so I might have to get pushed to the side. But it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, they're definitely, you know, her mom, her uncles, stepdad, everything. Everybody's just like really helpful and thankful and thankful and very like we're very thankful for them because everybody doesn't have that opportunity. Right. And you know, we've done a lot on our own, but we have had, you know, whether it's $5, $10, $100, whatever it is, a little goes a long way.
Yeah, because I was trying to be, you know, I'm an independent person, you know what I'm saying? And I just be like, oh, I don't need no help, I can do it, and all this other stuff. Y'all, when we got this building, I was just like, oh, heck no. Push that part to the side. Mom, I need you to sponsor me. Yes, What you want to send?
Yeah, they always like, what you need? How much you got?
Look, how much you willing to give?
Well, tell me what you need. I need a lot. So how much you willing to give me? Yeah, because we got these 6 rooms. So I don't think we even mentioned what the rooms are. So we have, like, it's like a U shape. So we're going to start off in this back corner here. It starts off with my lab. So that's kind of where I make all my, like, chemical products. So everything pretty much gets made in that room. Next to it's the shipping and printing room. So that's where I store a lot of the finished products, ship out the products, and then where I'll do some of like screen printing, some of my sublimation printing and things like that. And I just got a new Cricut machine. Shout out to Facebook Marketplace. And then we have like a little kitchenette area, and then we have a lounge room, which, you know, sometimes I'll be looking at it and I'm like, do we need this? But then I'm like, we need this. Because sometimes I just...
She be sleeping there.
I'll take naps when I be done with work. Mind your business. But listen, so we have our lounge room. So it definitely came in handy when we had our event because people were able to sit in there and watch TV. Yeah. We can eat in there. It kind of gives you a space away from being in, you know, the lab or whatever. Then we have our bathroom. And then we have our studio space that we're in right now. This is our creative studio. So whether it's podcasts or YouTube videos or just whatever, making some TikToks. I gotta start making some TikToks. Yeah, we gotta get on this business, y'all. We act real old sometimes. We in our 30s, and she thinks she like 25, but she not. We in our 30s, and we have to, you know, we gotta get with the new school programs and stuff. And then next to this room is my office. So I also have my real estate license in. When I tell you I do a lot, I do a lot. So I have my real estate license in Texas, but I am going to transfer it over to Georgia and eventually get my life together when it comes to that. But I wanted to have an office space that when I do come work the rest of my hours from my regular job, which I never actually go sit in there and do, but, you know, I'm able to go do regular printing in there, print my labels, have office meetings in there when I need to, all that good stuff. And then next to that, we have Cuzzo's classroom. Yeah, so we got all our phlebotomy posters on the wall. We have, she has her tables. We kind of have chairs, but we're going to get some new chairs eventually because she don't like them chairs, but we're going to work on it.
That's okay.
And then we have 2 big old storage closets. So, like, we have space, y'all.
We do.
We have space. And y'all, I'm going to leave a link down below, the office tour video that I had posted, like, a couple of weeks ago. But y'all can go check that out and see what I'm talking about with all the spaces. But, yeah. Anything you want, any type of... Okay. How can I say this? What advice would you give to someone wanting to start a new business? What are your top 3 things that you think that they should focus on?
Wow.
Wow.
Let's see. Starting a business, what are your top 3 things?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, girl, go first.
All right. I would say one of the things that you need to focus on is your why. Like, why are you starting the business? What is your purpose for it? Like, what do you want to accomplish? Is it just to make money? Is it because you enjoy what you're doing? All the above. So what is your why? The second thing I would say focus on is, which I did but I didn't do, is your branding. And I actually need to rebrand a lot when it comes to my business. Like right now, I did rebrand a little bit, but I feel like at some point within the next year, I'm going to rebrand again so that something like I just want to. I have so many ideas, and I got to narrow it down when it comes to my branding because I want people to see it and be like, okay, that's Inspired by Jay. So I did rebrand for this launch compared to what I used to do in the past. But yeah, that branding, just having something that is unique to who you are, whether it's the name of your business, just making sure you, one, brand well, know your business name, your colors, all of that stuff, and then do your research just to make sure nobody else out there has that name or those, people have the same colors all the time, but just make sure that your business is unique to who you are, and then you don't got to worry about nobody else having something the same as yours. And then the third thing I would say is just kind of be prepared to fail. And when I say that, I don't mean to fail as in like, oh my gosh, like I completely failed and the business is just sucky.
Right.
But I mean in the sense of, especially when you're in a product-based business, not everything happens overnight. Like I said, I got my business name and everything last August. We are in a year and 2-3 months later, and within that year and 2-3 months, I haven't been actively selling or doing things, but I've probably made like $2,500 in total. We just had our relaunch last week. Maybe like $3,000 in total is probably what I made from selling my products. I've definitely put in like $7,000 or $8,000 within buying products, within getting licensed, getting my LLC, between down payments for this building, between internet bills, like just getting everything that I need. Whether it's the product, like the different oils and sodium hydroxide, whatever I need like to make certain products that I have take a lot.
Yo, what's going on? It's Sosa World coming at you, and I'm with my girl today, Inspired by Jay. She got the best hair oil, growth oil, beard oil, stuff for your skin, everything, look at her skin. So I'm just here supporting her today, and if you need just a hair oil, beard oil, skin oil, anything, come holler at your girl. Yeah.
Appreciate you. Yeah, so as I mentioned, just some things just take a lot. So it's like I definitely spent 3 times as much, if not more, to finance or to start this business than what I did what I've made from it so far. But the good thing about it is I know better days are coming. Oh, yes. And because I spent so much up front, I have a lot of the stuff already done. You know what I mean? So now it's just like reordering or, getting little things here and there. I don't have to get everything all in bulk like I did before because it was like, okay, I don't have anything. I have to start from scratch. Right. So I need to buy. Now it's just like, okay, I need to get a little bit of oil here. I need to get some body butter here. But I have, inventory. Whereas though, like if I don't make anything for the next 2-3 weeks, I might be okay. I'm hoping I'm not okay because I want everybody to buy stuff continuously. Right. But yeah, so the website is live. Feel free to go to beinspiredbyj.com right here on the screen. Go check me out. Get y'all discounts. And those of you watching this video, if you use the code INSPIRED10, I'm going to leave that right here. INSPIRED10, you can get 10% off your order. Yeah. Eventually, I'll start doing local pickups in the not Atlanta, but in the Snellville area. But we're not there yet because we ain't going to talk about that. But yeah, we're not there yet, but eventually we're going to start doing local pickups. But for now, everything is online only delivery. So, yeah. Got your 3 cuz?
I ain't there.
No, this whole time she wasn't thinking, y'all. She's supposed to be thinking. She was not thinking this whole time.
No, I would definitely say, like, if you want to start a business, I would say for the first 6 months to a year to just try to save money because the expenses they're going to come so fast, and before you know it, you're like paying your bills, and then you have a whole nother bill because you're trying to start your business. You know what I'm saying? So I would say between like 6 months to a year, just try to save money so you can have those expenses. It's so important. It's so important because baby, broke be like, my hand broke. broke. But, and then marketing. Marketing is so hard. It shouldn't even be that. It's not, okay, I'm not going to say it's hard. It's a learning experience, I'm going to say, for me, because I'm not like y'all, I am not in the world that everybody else is in with technology. So I feel like be quiet. I feel like it's a little bit more, it's a struggle for me. So, but marketing. It's very expensive.
I told y'all I work in IT, and I feel like I'll be at work 24/7. Because, don't grab on me. Because she be like, cousin, my phone doesn't, my email doesn't pop up. Cousin, I don't work for you.
Help a friend. Help a friend.
And my sister's the same way. They be like, I don't understand how to do this, how to click. I'm like, girl, I'm not at work.
IT.
I don't work for y'all.
Let me tell y'all something. In our family, when you know how to do something, we are going to you. Like growing up, I knew how to do hair. I braid. And the raps was like ridiculous, okay? So they came to me for that.
She ain't never do my hair.
You do IT. Why would we not come to you?
You need to go to Apple. Not Apple. Well, for the computer, go to Apple and call T-Mobile. Anyway, number 3.
Ways. You guys.
She's still thinking, y'all. She's just trying to like ease it in there, but she really still thinking.
No, for real. But like, okay, so Steve Harvey, okay, he was on Family Feud, and the one day he said jump, and he had his whole spiel about jumping. When you jump, you're gonna get little cuts and bruises and everything. And ever since I heard him say that, that stuck in my mind for so long until this day. And I even read his book. His book Jump. I read his book too, and I'm just like, I want to jump, but I need my whole life. You've been jumping my whole life, but I'm just like, first of all, how do I jump?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. When do I jump? And I'm scared as hell to jump. You know, because
when you got people in your corner that's telling you to jump too, and luckily for you, you know, you have
my husband.
She got Chauncey, and his name not Chauncey, y'all. But she got somebody who's supportive that's like, girl, quit. Like, jump. He's pushing you to go jump, so go jump.
He really is, and I'm just like, no, not yet. I gotta do it right.
It's because as women, we're more. Well, they say men are more logical thinkers, but I don't believe that. But like, we're definitely more like your mind is too busy thinking about the household.
Right.
Like, okay, yeah, you got it. You can take care of it. You're the bread, you're not the breadwinner, but you're the husband. You're going to take care of bills, whatever case may be. I can go out and do my thing because you're telling me it's cool.
Right.
But in our minds, it's kind of like, well, what if it's not cool? Exactly. What happens if you lose your job tomorrow? What happens if this happened? What happened if this happened? I don't want to go just yet. But sometimes, like you said, you got to just jump. It's like you have other means that can work for you. Sometimes you got to just take that risk.
Sometimes you do.
Because like this was a risk for me coming to Georgia in general. Like not coming to Georgia because I'm always just jumping. I'd just be moving. But this is the first time in how many years? I don't know, that I've haven't been in my own space, and that was a concern for me. Not literally we're really close cousins, so we talk every day. But I haven't lived near family in years. Years. I've always living somewhere far and come visit me, and now never come visit me, y'all. But it was always different.
I
so for me,
in your room.
She won't get out. So yeah, it was one of those things where it was okay, this is the first time that I'm not gonna be in my own space. So I came from a 3-bedroom by myself to now just being in one room, and it's there's a greater purpose for this. Right. I can sacrifice space that I probably don't really need, but I need. Because we're trying to build. Right. And this is going to build, and this is going to build me a house. Okay. So we got to get there. So to close us out, I want to know, what inspires you? What helps you get over the mess? What helps you get past all the chaos in your life and just be okay, I'm inspired to do this because? I love to teach. Okay, so when growing up, I always said that I'm going to have so many careers. You know, I wanted a career. I didn't know what the career was going to be. I absolutely knew that I wanted to teach. I didn't know I thought I was going to be teaching, history or math or something like that. And I'm not even good in any of that stuff. So I didn't know what I was going to teach. Oh, man. So, to make long story short or whatever, my best friend, she took me to this school. I was in college for 2 years. She took me to this school, and I started phlebotomy, and I absolutely loved it. So now I'm in my 17th year in phlebotomy, and I'm just
I want to teach, you know. I want to teach people how to draw blood the correct way. And my husband really inspired me a lot because we would just sit around and brainstorm, like, what are we going to do to stop working? Mm-hmm. What are we going to do to make money or whatever? And he's just like, travel. He's like, do your travel phlebotomy. I'm like, okay, let's start off with that. And then we started the business. I started my business with that. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like,
and you jumped.
And I jumped.
So
I put my toe in, okay? Because I didn't actually jump yet because I'm still working.
Yeah.
So, but in 2 weeks,
it's still a jump. It's not a big jump, but it's a jump because you were able to you were able to have a thought. You were able to come up with a plan, and you were able to put that plan into action. So it was still a jump. It wasn't the jump off. It wasn't a skydive jump.
Right.
But it was a jump. You jumped off the roof like we did when we was kids.
I never jumped off the roof.
I did all the time. But you jumped off of the stairs. I don't know.
That's why your ass keep jumping now. Jump, 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 jump.
It's okay. I landed. I don't know. I got a year to figure it out. But yeah, so like it was one of those things where you did take a jump. It wasn't a big jump, or it was a big jump. You might not think it's a big jump, but like you decided that you wanted to teach, or you decided that you wanted to. Well, even with the teaching, like you're doing that now. Yeah. You took that jump and you got your certificate. You got your license or whatever the case may be. You took that jump. That was jump one. And there's this lady, what is her name? Lisa Nichols, I believe her name is. And I have a few of her books, but when one of her books that I read, I think it was called Motivating the Masses, and she talked about celebrating your small wins. Mm-hmm. And you had so many small wins within just even having that idea, that thought process, you know, having a supportive husband, you getting your license, you going out and doing your first mobile blood draw, you having your first student. Those are so many small wins that sometimes we have a bigger picture in mind that we don't celebrate our small wins.
Absolutely right. But we talked about that years ago, and every time we do something that's like amazing, even with just paying with our credit score going up, we will call each other like, "Cousin, my credit score went up."
I got somebody.
We do celebrate that with each other or whatever. But you know what really motivates me the most, because it's hard. It really is hard starting a business. It's really hard staying focused and everything like that. So like prayer.
Amen, amen.
And I listened to Shantia Deja. I hope I'm saying her name right. But I listened to her on the way to work every morning, and she is so inspirational. Like I love her. Even before bed, sometimes I listen to her, and she keeps me going because some nights I'm just like, is this really gonna work? Can I really do this? Like you question yourself and you doubt yourself as you know going into your own business, entrepreneurship, and leaving your job. Like you really do question yourself. So you know, a lot of prayer for me. Yeah. I stay in prayer all the time. You know, you motivate me a whole hell of a lot. And even when I be like, well, this ain't gonna work. We're not gonna be ready for our stuff. You be like, girl, we're going to be ready. Don't worry about it. Go do something. Don't dismiss me like that again.
I'm going to all the time.
Yeah, I stay in prayer, and that's really my motivation.
Gotcha. For me, like, even just in the name itself, Inspired by J, my name is Jordine, but the J is not me. The J is my mom. And my mom passed away when I was younger, but one of the things I remember the most about her is she was always doing something. Always. So a lot of my family members in Guyana, I feel like everybody was getting married, bro. Everybody was getting married. There were so many freaking marriages all the time, whether it was here in America or in Guyana. And my mom, she used to like make the little party favors for the weddings. Even like wedding stuff here. Like even when your mom got married, like she made like centerpieces and stuff. And like I just felt like she was just super creative and so just like always trying new things. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of like where the inspiration comes forward, or the Inspired by J. So I'm inspired by my mom. I'm inspired by her legacy, or me wanting to keep a legacy for her, like me wanting to remember. Because sometimes when you lose a parent young, it's hard for you to remember certain things. So I have like moments of things, like small random things that I remember about her, but I forget a lot and it bothers me. So it's like, okay, I want to keep remembering her because I like the way I remember her. I guess that makes sense. I just always remember her doing something. I remember her being creative all the time. I remember her centerpieces. I remember her buying wedding dresses and things for people, just always doing and helpful and giving to others. And that's also why, you know, I do all of my philanthropy stuff where I'm always doing my blessing bags and everything, and all that is inspired by Jay, inspired by Judy, and that's my mama, and that's where I get my inspiration from. Just wanting to always always wanting to be an inspiration to someone else, and always wanting to help as much as I can. As much as I complain about people bothering me all the time, like, I just like helping people. Like, that's my goal in life, is just to help folks or help people in general with whatever. Sometimes it don't seem that way because people be wanting help with IT stuff, and I'm like, bruh, that ain't the help I'm trying to give.
Help me.
But yeah, so it's my inspiration comes from my mom for sure, and just wanting to be like she was, that I remember. If she was some other type of way to somebody else, I don't know about all that, but to me, she was always helpful, she was always loving, she was always creative, and that's just who I aspired to be. So yeah.
Aww.
Girl, bye. She about to start crying, y'all. But anyway. All right, y'all. So thank you so much for joining us on our on the very first episode of Inspired Chaos, just talking about what inspires us, how we got our start. The guests going forward, we're going to have all types of people. So we're going to have a lot of entrepreneurs. We're going to just have everyday people. I just want to kind of know how people got their start, what inspires them. You know, life is just chaotic. The world is chaotic. There's always so much mess going on. So I want to know how people kind of like kick the door down and get through that mess to kind of be the person that they are today. So I look forward to more episodes with you all. Cuzzo's going to be making like random appearances here and there whenever she feel like it. I don't know when. When you come back?
The next episode. Duh.
The next episode. But yeah, we'll be back again soon. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on this video if you're watching on just an audio podcast platform somewhere. What's up, y'all? Make sure you come on over to YouTube and follow us, Inspired by J. And good night.
Good night.
Bye.
We're cute too.
It's a beautiful day.